Good day, everyone. I want to welcome you back to class. Today we shall be looking into the topic thermal energy. I want to believe that you can define energy correctly. That is the ability to do work or capacity to do work. We have different forms of energy, to include sound energy, hydro energy, heat energy, exoteric and exoteric. But today specifically we shall be talking about this type of energy we call thermal energy. In the course of this topic, we want to define what thermal energy is. Maybe I just give you that, briefly. This is the total energy. This is the total kinetic energy of all the atoms or particles that make up an object. When I say object, I'm actually referring to a matter. You guys should know that all bodies in the world are actually matter. So when we are talking about particles in them, they are also referred to as atoms that we have in all these bodies. So the total kinetic energy in a particular body is what we refer to as thermal energy. So in the course of this class, we should be able to define thermal energy correctly. And secondly, we want to enumerate the process of thermal energy transmission. That is what is involved in transmission of thermal energy from one point to another. The movement of particles that we have in a body from one form to another form. And of course, in this class, we shall also be looking into want to describe it, want to describe temperature and the relationship between them, heat and the temperature, relationship between these two parameters. Then lastly, we want to demonstrate the relationship among the thermal energy in respect to mass and the temperature of a body. Okay? And then that will take me to quickly look at this picture for us, thermal energy. If you heat anybody in solid form, it can change from solid to liquid form. Okay, if you continue to heat, it will change from that liquid to gaseous form. In a simple language, heat can change the state of a matter from solid to liquid, from liquid to gas. And in a solid object, the particles are closely packed. They are closely packed. When you supply it, the particles tend to vibrate. They tend to move away from each other. And of course, one of the Brownian laws of motion is saying that particles of bodies are constantly in motion. They are in constant motion. Of course, let me put this to you quickly. Look at this body. This is 100 Celsius pot of soup. Of course, this is warm water in a tube. If I ask you that which of these two bodies will possess the greatest amount of thermal energy, what will you say? Okay, this one is at a very high temperature, 100 degrees Celsius. This is just warm, but larger in a tube. May I say to you principally that this particular one has higher thermal energy than this one because the mass is higher. Okay, in a simple language, thermal energy has to increase with increase in mass of objects, whereas the average kinetic energy of this soup is higher. But overall thermal energy, this warm water in a tube has higher amount of thermal energy than what we have in this particular soup that is relatively at high temperature. This is what we shall be looking into in the class today. We are going to go on to Google Class. I need you to learn more. Take your time, and you will understand better the differences we have between heat energy, we have between thermal energy, as well as temperature in relationship to the mass of matter that we have in environment. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.